I used to work in a restaurant in South Korea and I was a waitress, and my coworker at that time was Malaysian. Now, at this time, I did not know that xenophobia was a thing in South Korea. It became apparent very, very quickly that something was not right with the way that she was being treated, and it was very apparent that it was different to how I was being treated. Her Korean skill was incredibly high. She had been in Korea for a couple of years studying Korean at university. As soon as people found out that she was Malaysian, they instantly had a problem with her. They would just flat out refuse to speak to her. Would call me over. I couldn't speak like a word of Korean. I knew probably 3 words of Korean. And then she would stand there like translating things to me that they were saying. And then I would say something and then she would translate because they did not want to speak to her. There was one particular time where we were in a taxi going home together after work, and the taxi driver, he was quite old. After he found out what country we were from and he found out that she was Malaysian, same thing, completely refused to speak to her, was only asking me questions, and again she was translating, and it was just really, really disgusting to see the way that people's attitudes changed towards her as soon as they found out that she was Malaysian. The whole restaurant was just really fucked up. She had tea towels thrown at her, she was sworn at, by the way, for doing nothing. If anything, I stuffed up more than her, but I was treated differently because I was white. This is definitely an attitude that I would say is more prevalent within older Koreans. I don't really find many younger Koreans who have this kind of backwards thinking. But if it somehow comes up, you accidentally compare a Korean to being Chinese or Malaysian or Taiwanese or Filipino, that is going to be taken as an insult. Why is that? Because xenophobia is rampant in South Korea. It's really, really disgusting when you see it firsthand, and especially she was my best friend at that time, and it was wild the way that she was treated.
Belum reda kemarahan rakyat berhubung tindakan biadab makcik Kemboja yang mendakwa Melayu malas, kini tular satu lagi video memaparkan seorang pemilik kedai makan warga Vietnam menghina orang Melayu dan agama Islam serta memperlekehkan raja-raja Melayu. Perkara itu didedahkan seorang pengguna aplikasi X. Menurutnya, ketika sedang mencari restoran untuk sambutan hari lahir anaknya, dia tertarik dengan promosi yang dibuat kedai makan milik wanita tersebut di Plaza Sungai Wang, Kuala Lumpur. Dia yang dikenali sebagai Ahmad Zul kemudian menghubungi wanita Vietnam bernama Na Tran sebelum perbualan antara mereka bertukar tegang ketika dia bertanya mengenai status halal. Tangkap layar video yang memaparkan perbualan di aplikasi Facebook bagaimanapun mula tular di media sosial sejak Khamis. Ia memperlihatkan jawapan biadab diberikan peniaga Vietnam itu dengan menyoal, mengapa perlu tahu tentang sijil halal dan adakah kamu inginkan makanan tanpa babi? Natran juga mendakwa ramai Muslim di Malaysia yang makan babi secara senyap-senyap kerana kononnya enak. Terkejut dengan maklum balas diterima, Ahmad Zul melakukan soal selidik dan mendapati Natran merupakan warga asing dan tidak dibenarkan berniaga di Malaysia tanpa majikan. Perbualan itu juga tidak terhenti di situ apabila Natran kemudiannya bertanya kepada Ahmad Zul tentang keberaniannya untuk menyoal siasatnya. Selain mendakwa tiada siapa termasuk raja-raja Melayu yang berhak mempersoalkan warga asing. Katanya lagi mereka kononnya membantu membangunkan Kuala Lumpur. Selain mendakwa, tanpa mereka Malaysia hanya setaraf Kemboja. Selain menyifatkan rakyat negara ini mempunyai mentaliti rendah dan mendakwa ia punca Singapura berpisah dari Malaysia. Lebih mengejutkan, Natran turut mengeluarkan kata-kata penghinaan kepada Ahmad Zul sebelum menyekatnya. Justru Ahmad Zul berkata kelantangan wanita itu bertindak biadab kepada warga tempatan selain berani membuka perniagaan secara Alibaba, menimbulkan persoalan mengenai penguatkuasaan undang-undang pihak berkuasa. Ahmad Zul juga meminta Menteri di Jabatan Perdana Menteri Wilayah Persekutuan Dr. Zaliha Mustafa segera menyiasat berhubung perkara berkenaan.